Hello, esteemed viewers, and welcome to my presentation, which I'm dubbing The Digital Mirror, a reflection on technology and humanity. Let's get into it. So, with last term's project, I fear that I may have exhausted my directorial ability or my free trial to my editing software, but that's neither here nor there. In all honesty, this presentation is more of a passion project, where I can speak on my philosophy regarding technology in the modern age. This will definitely be a bit more broad strokes in terms of ideas, but I formatted it in a way where I can get some focused ramblings out. I hope you enjoy. Technology can trace back centuries to the ancient world, where basic wooden and stone tools were used for hunting and agriculture. Even in Greece, home of the philosophers of old, technology was beginning to advance towards more modern use cases, as seen particularly with their aqueducts that were way more advanced for their time. Fast forward today, and nearly all humanity's day-to-day life requires the use of technology that will put a 1600s peasant into a coma from shock. We've developed items that assist us in major tasks like personal transportation to minor ones like setting an alarm on a phone. I think we're even starting to broach the territory of God as we further develop medical technologies like prosthetics or pacemakers, tools that can extend and better the lives of those who need them. However, we take these luxuries for advantage, and, in my honest opinion, there exists a large subset of society that wouldn't be able to function without their personal devices. Not medical devices, as I think there's very few people who can function without a heart. Besides my ex, that is. I think there's no better way to highlight the way technology has begun to slowly negatively impact society than when speaking on how it keeps us connected, or, as it seems now, disconnected. I'll start by saying just how positive the development of technology has been towards the way we as people communicate. We've went from having to send letters by rail, ship, or trolley, process that could take months for one direction of communication, to having micro supercomputers in our pocket that can establish instantaneous communication between multiple parties at once. It's truly remarkable just how easy it is for us to talk to anyone at any time, be it friends, family, or even a stranger. While, on the other end of the spectrum, I have personally experienced the effects of long-term technological reliance and seen just how stunted the in-person communication skills of a clinically online person are. Sometimes it's a genuine task to interact with said people, as they've just not developed personal skills enough to be able to communicate face to face as opposed to online. But of course, that's only my personal experience. But I feel any person can feel the negativity that is propagated by persons or groups with their own inherent goals online. To me, it seems that as communication has become more available, it's been used to spread hate amongst groups, using our differences as points to keep us separated instead of celebrating them to bring us together. There's almost like there's a feedback loop that gets perpetuated online by pure negativity, whereas worse things happen and get spread online. They impart that associated negative feeling to the people who view them. But these cases are never the norm, and it's important to remember that for each negative story you view online, there's just as many, if not more, positive ones. But since they don't seem to go viral, it's up to you to find them. The beauty of humanity will always prosper over the ugliness as long as each individual always keeps that beauty in mind, no matter what the void of the internet may expose them to. I would never do this presentation without touching on AI at some point, as it's the keystone reference when people speak on technological advancement and its potential to do harm to society. It's all the buzz nowadays, with fear-mongering on one side and AI absolutists on the other, willing to wage war over the internets on whether or not we'll be shining our robot overlords carbon fiber boots in a few years' time. Its general use cases today seem to be limited to basic text prompt and images, But the truth is much farther along, with the new Sora AI being able to generate extremely realistic videos in real time instantaneously. In fact, every image you've seen in this presentation has been generated by artificial intelligence, and by the images above, you can notice they've gotten a hang of hands. Ooh, the end is nigh. First it's the hands and next society as a whole. But, in all seriousness, it's been under 5 years from the advent of large-scale image generation software, which looks archaic compared to the versions of today. No one can predict if AI will be the fall of man, but it is inherently dangerous to discredit the extreme levels of progress we've been witness to thus far on such a short time scale. And that's only the publicly available programs. But I hope that I can say in earnest that no matter how much AI progresses, it'll never be able to replace what we get most out of humanity. And with that, we have reached the end of The Digital Mirror. And to wrap it up nice with a little bow, I'll leave you with this, the crux of my ideas, being that even though technology has persisted and developed in conjunction with humanity throughout time immaterial, it's important for us to remember that it is, and always has been, a tool. Like the sharpened stone that was tied to a stick, or the twig and twine that would start fires, the technology of old to the technology of the new age should be looked at something to help us with our daily tasks, not replace them altogether. If we continue down this current path, I fear that technology will become the fix to all of our problems in life. As we rely on it more and more, we may continue to lose aspects of what makes us human. And with the advent of AI, the line of what makes us human may blur to the point it becomes unrecognizable. But even with all that being said, if we were to lose access to all technology tomorrow, humanity would surely face wounds of repercussions. However, we would keep what's truly important, and that's each other, as there is yet to be a screen that could replace the feeling of one hand in another, the emotion of falling in love for the first time, or seeing someone you care about after years apart. Now, I can't say if the day that these feelings will be replaced will ever come, but if it may, that day may be a dark one indeed. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening, and to Professor Maddox, thank you even more for sharing your time over my term at Niagara College. Even though the period of time was short, I believe that your course has helped me to broaden my views and push my thinking. And as I move on into the open world, I'll take your lessons to heart, and day by day, step by step, I'll work towards becoming a good philosopher and an even better person. Thank you very much.